Great news, everybody. The International Entrepreneur Rule, or Entrepreneurial Parole, is now officially back and welcoming applications. So we'll have a series of videos that we'll be putting out, doing a deep dive on different criteria and aspects of this rule. But in this initial video, I just wanted to lay out a little bit of the history here. So at the end of the Obama administration in 2017, the International Entrepreneur Rule was passed. Then with the Trump administration, it was effectively killed, although the rule technically still existed. And then recently, this past week, in May of 2021, the Biden administration has come out and has made it clear that this rule is alive and well, and that the Immigration Service is accepting applications, I-941 applications, to be adjudicated by the USCIS, and then upon approval for folks to be allowed to enter the U.S. and be paroled into the U.S. Now, this concept of parole is different from entering as on a non-immigrant visa, for example, such as on an O1 or an H1B, and there are nuances there that we'll get into in subsequent videos that we'll be putting out. These are very important issues, so please do watch the videos and get a full understanding of what you are signing up for as part of this program. As you know, U.S. immigration is very complicated, and one has to have short-term and long-term goals and pathways to eventually get to permanent residency or citizenship. To be clear, this entrepreneurial parole does not provide a pathway to either of those, so there is no clear pathway to permanent residency as a result of getting this parole. So it's certainly not a perfect program, but there sure are a lot of upsides to it. I will say that this is really the one option that is available and is really geared towards, the modern state of startups and business. The rules actually directly discuss getting investment, angel investment, working with venture capital, and raising funds in that way. It also does contemplate, equity ownership that an entrepreneur may have, and that this may go down over time. So this is really the most modern option available. O1 sometimes works for folks who have a lot of proven ability, typically not for their kind of first startup endeavor. H1B has a lot of employee issues associated with it. But this parole rule really is a game changer for folks who are looking to pursue their startup, have raised some capital. It's a startup that we can prove really has the potential to grow. And all of these are very specific criteria laid out, certain milestones that one needs to hit or needs to prove and convince the Immigration Service of. So please do take a look at the following videos. Quickly, in closing, this rule is... there have been very few of these cases adjudicated for reasons I mentioned at the beginning. So the Immigration Service, it's pretty clear, they're also still kind of trying to figure out how they're going to adjudicate these matters. Processing times are unpredictable. No, it's not eligible for premium processing at this point, but it's very exciting. One can be in this parole status for 2.5 years with an additional re-parole for 2.5 years, so 5 years. Spouses are eligible for work authorization, which is incredible. A lot of other options, non-immigrant visa options, do not allow for this type of flexibility. So very excited, and please watch the additional videos to get a kind of a deep dive on the different criteria. Thanks so much for joining. Please do subscribe, leave comments, reach out to us for additional questions. We're very excited about this, and we hope you are as well.